Hey folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders. It is Wednesday. It is June 4th. Is that right? Man, it's the off season, man. You're gonna have to cut me some slack here. Yeah, it's June 4th. Um, and today is day 5 of Steelers OTAs, the next to last one. It feels like we just got started. We're nearly almost finished. That's what happens when you cut OTAs down from 10 days to 6, as the Steelers did this offseason. I got a question here that I plan on addressing but not answering, if that makes any sense. Bother, 3R, bother, but with a 3. Longtime member of the audience here on YouTube asked about Mason Rudolph and how he looks in practice and going through his progressions, and if he looks like a better quarterback than what we saw on the field in Tennessee last season. Which I know a lot of Steelers fans have their head in the sand, sort of, about how that went, but like, go watch it. Like, I feel like I'm like the crazy guy from Bird Box, that I need to like peel your eyes open and make you watch what Mason Rudolph did last year, because some of you seem to be in denial about it. It was not very good. Um, and well, the answer to the question would be he looks great. I haven't seen any of those things that I saw on the field from Mason Rudolph last year in Tennessee this year so far with the Steelers. But the reason I don't want to give you that answer is that over the course of his career, Mason Rudolph has always looked a lot better in a practice setting than he has in games. When everything is copacetic, Mason Rudolph is tall, he's good line of sight, he's smart, he has a big arm, he generally makes the right decision. That's like playing in a controlled environment has never been a problem for Mason Rudolph. The problems for Mason Rudolph have always started when there's pressure, whether he has to feel it, whether he has to drop his eyes and look at it, when he has to change a read because the defense didn't give him a look that he thought he was going to get, and then he starts to panic about how much time he has in the pocket because he's not very good at feeling the pressure without looking at it. Mason Rudolph has always looked impressive in this setting, even in like 2019 when he was out there not playing very well. He looked great in practice. So I don't really think it means anything that Mason Rudolph looks good at OTAs. It's one of the reasons I haven't really been talking about it, because I think for him to prove that last season was a fluke and that just the Titans were awful and wasn't him, it was them, he's not going to be able to do that until, at the very earliest, we get some training camp reps. But even then, like, those aren't live for the quarterback, and yeah, maybe the defense will do a little bit more in terms of pass rush and things like that, where they're sort of more actively attempting to um, get disrupt his rhythm and things like that. But it still can't hit him. Like, I really, until I see a preseason game with a live defense, I don't know how much I'm going to be sway. I mean, it's not like this is a player that does not have a lengthy sample of NFL games. Like, like nobody's asking me how Alex Highsmith looks, because we know how Alex Highsmith looks. Well, we know how Mason Rudolph looks too. He's played now upwards of 15, 20 NFL games, something like that. Um, it's not a mystery anymore. So I don't really think how he looks right now should be. If it was, it would be one thing if it was a physical difference, right? I can tell you Broderick Jones looks thinner. I can tell you that Roman Wilson has bulked up. Cole Holcomb looks jacked and healthy and running good. Like, Troy Fautanu showing no ill effects from that knee injury, right? I can point out a physical difference. But when you're talking about a player with that much NFL experience, saying he's playing better in OTAs, ah, doesn't mean anything. Someone with that much NFL experience has to play better in a game before we should believe that they're really better. Like I said, excepting for some kind of physical change, maybe a position switch, something along those lines. But if you're just putting the same guy out there in roughly the same circumstance, you should expect roughly the same results until you've been proven otherwise. So, and look, last year's Mason Rudolph was not as bad as career Mason Rudolph. I don't think we should expect him to be as bad as he was in Tennessee last year, but you should be expecting roughly the player he's been over the course of his career to arrive on the field in Pittsburgh in 2024, should he play for the Steelers. All right, that's all I got on Mason today. More with me and Smitty. I'll be back on Afternoon Drive. Sorry I missed yesterday, so the meeting that I had to attend, and we'll get back in the normal swing of things with me and Smitty this afternoon. So stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification here on the YouTube channel. Big sale going on over at SteelersNow.com. SN Plus subs for $12 a year, and huge deal. It's usually like $4 something a month. It's $12 a year. Jump on that. More SM Plus only content coming out of OTAs and minicamp. And then our live stream, subs only live stream will be coming up for the month of June. Probably the week after minicamp. Me, DB, Smitty, the whole gang get together and give you guys all the inside scoop on everything that we learned this spring. So yeah, definitely go over there and check that out. Read all the content at SteelersNow.com. Got a cool story I did this morning on Kenny Gainwell pounding the table for his good friend Gabe Davis to sign with the Steelers. Interesting stuff there. Check it out. All right, that's all I got for now. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, enjoy.